Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode review of Hollyoaks. I hope you're all doing well. Let's get started today. Let's talk about Luke first. His dementia is progressing as he's waking up, and obviously he stated who's ready for a wedding. Sorry, when in fact it's a funeral. I felt sorry for him, and Cindy just knows it's kind of progressing much quicker now. Obviously, when he said that, Luke's sister gave a weird look because she doesn't know what's going on. Uh, yeah, on the other hand, it's good to see Ollie back. I hope he's back for good now because I don't know, it's just getting kind of tiresome with him going back and forth from the village and Luke stressing over his son, especially in his condition. I think this on and off screen with Ollie is, yeah, they just need to stop doing that now, because otherwise viewers are going to lose interest. Luke's sister Zara was very ups. She kind of walked in when obviously Ollie turned up, and Luke obviously said it's terminal. She heard that word terminal, and then she just wanted to know what the hell is going on. And obviously she went off in a storm. I did think it was an overreaction from her part because obviously, Luke said he's vulnerable. He said he's got a lifelong condition and he's not going to be around there for much longer. And for her to react like that, I don't know. I don't think it was the best way to react. But she did call down after, and the siblings, they made up, and she made it normal again. Had a good laugh. I gotta say, their acting just connects and definitely shows like their siblings. It just shows that they're really good actors as well. Luke had his late mother's box out, and he was going through some belongings. But Cindy's pulled out a letter inside Luke's mom's box. I don't know. It just seemed like more bad news. And what I noticed with Cindy as well, she will hide anything to protect Luke, but this always backfires on her. Sorry, and I've noticed Cindy and Mandy, who are obviously sisters, will do anything to protect the ones that they love. But again, it always just backfires on them because they're the ones, because the ones that they are protecting, they end up getting frustrated because something is hidden from them that they feel like they should have known or not known. But the fact that someone else knew about it and hidden it from them, obviously those loved ones, it just backfires on Cindy and Mandy. But in the end, obviously we did see Cindy showing the letter to Luke's sister Zara, and Cindy was kind of curious to know who this Stephen McGregor guy is. Zara was like, he's part of Mark Gibson's gang, the night of Luke's attack. I really don't know where this is going. I just feel like it's just going to lead to another, dark secret emerging. And unfortunately, Luke's been through too much already. And why are you going to just dump more on Luke? I don't know. I just feel like Luke's got so much to add in Hollyoaks, and the fact that he's going through so much, I do hope he's around for at least another 10 years inside the show because he's a good actor. Luke, he's one of the best actors in Hollyoaks. Yeah. Right, obviously, let's talk about Shaq now. He's walking into a tree before right before he was gazing into Verity. It was funny, but I just don't understand why he'd be so interested in Verity, knowing her and Sammy are stable and they've been going out for long. I don't know. The storyline's just not there for me. He's got Teresa. Obviously, he's interested in him. He could pursue something less complicated, but it's like the writers just wants to give him more trouble. I personally don't like this storyline because the family have accepted him in. They got enough drama with dodgy Fergus fleecing their house, and also the situation with Shaq's mystery dad is enough problems for one family for now. But to add in also the fact that he's madly in love with his cousin's girlfriend, He's just too much in one sitting, honestly. It's just too much. Have one or two stories for any individual is all I'm saying. It was fun. Yeah, it was funny when Shaq thought Sammy was just suggesting a proposition for him, like later on, to be included in Verity and Sammy's relationship, but he was actually on about Teresa. Yeah, I don't know why, I just found that a bit funny. He then set up Shaq and Teresa in the dog. They had like sort of like an unplanned date, thanks to the help of Sammy. I just have a bad feeling that Teresa's going to get hurt down the line, because there's clearly a storyline itching for Shaq and Verity, who also likes... I think Verity also likes Shaq, but it's subtle for now. But the fact that now, like in today's episode, she came in and she sat down, she was like looking over, is very subtle, but it's almost like she doesn't want Shaq to enjoy the date, because she likes Shaq. I don't know, what do you guys think? Because it's subtle, but it's obvious, if that makes sense to you guys. Right, let's move on to Mandy. Because in this episode we did see her just trying to wrap Ella in cotton wool. Obviously in the picture you can see her buying some nice treats for Ella. I do think Mandy needs to learn Ella hates lies, even if it is to protect her. Like lies or / like wrapping her up. Like in this instance, just wrapping her up in cotton wool. I think if Ella had the opportunity to own up straight away, like what happened earlier on, and if she went to prison rather than Charlie, this whole thing could have been a different story. Darren and Mandy most probably will still be together. There will be no bad blood between her and Nancy, like Mandy and Nancy. And if anything, Nancy would actually be fighting for Ella during trial as well, because she knew how corrupt Jordan and his creepy boss was. I forgot that creepy boss's name. Mandy does need to be a bit more smart when it comes to Ella now. She can't just make the same mistakes as before. She's just lost like too many friends, and she's lost Darren in the process of all this. I find it funny how Charlie said to Darren, "You're too old to dude me." I don't know, I just thought that was really funny in the episode, because when Darren called him dude. What do you guys think of Nancy and Darren trying to stop Charlie hanging around with Ella? Do you guys think it's wrong? Personally, I don't know where to stand on this, because I don't think Nancy is doing anything wrong, because Charlie did risk a lot for Ella, and Mandy knew all along. If anything, Nancy is more than in her right to dislike Mandy, a grown-up who should have known better than letting Charlie take the rap for a murder. So you can actually see why Nancy wants to ban Charlie seeing Ella. Not because Ella is not to be trusted, it's because Charlie and Nancy have been through so much that it's better to avoid another trauma, as Mandy has proved herself not to be trusted, and obviously she's Ella's guardian. Because, I guess she needs to protect her daughter, but letting another child take the rap for it, come on, that's totally wrong. As much as I like Mandy, she's actually one of my favourite characters on Hollyoaks, but sometimes you got to call out the wrong when someone does something wrong. The funny thing is, she'd do the same thing all over again, as much as I like Mandy, she's loyal to her family, but as a friend, she's just not to be trusted. Nancy's totally in her right to avoid this for her. Darren did blow, obviously, the news to Mandy later in that episode we saw today, that Charlie's forbidden to see Ella. Mandy was like distraught. She kind of knows how like important Charlie is for Ella. Unfortunately, she couldn't care less when he was in prison. I don't know. But obviously, Ella's been in prison and she needs Charlie more than anything. I don't know what we're going to see more of this. I hope they work it out anyway. At the end of the episode, we saw like Sid suffering in pain with his prosthetic leg. I really hope he's okay, nothing serious, because again, he's been through too much already, like Luke. Just certain key characters in Hollyoaks, they've just been through too much, and I don't know, I just feel like the writers just need to stop giving them more punishing storylines. Like that's how viewers would see it as. They're great storylines. They're great actors, Luke and Sid. Again, it's like just one or two problems at a time, and if they've been through so much, give them something happy. I don't know, but maybe again that's why it creates more viewer engagement. Anyway, guys, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button. I'm being very consistent with the videos, so I'll be very grateful if you can subscribe. Peace out, guys. See you in the next episode.